My entire life, I've always found peace running. In 2021, after a year of preparation, I ran 30 marathons in 30 days with a 25-pound slam ball on my back to raise awareness for autism. There were a few good days, and there were some awful days.
Oh my God.
I made friends and found inspiration in the stories of others. In over 1 million steps, I dove into depths I've never explored before. Running a marathon a day across North Carolina for 750 miles, I found much more than I ever expected.
Jeff Switowski reached out to me and told me what Richard was going to do. I had a couple thoughts. One was, that sounds exactly like something Richard would do, especially with the caveat at the end that he was going to carry, not just run a marathon a day, but was going to carry a 25-pound slam ball. And then I thought, well, I think the guy's finally found something that will break him.
Good. You done?
Yeah.
Awesome.
So there were a lot of trials and tribulations. But they were almost always matched with something that was really positive.
One of the most powerful aspects of the whole event was the people we met and the stories we heard along the way. Again, some were autism related and some were not, but everyone's got a story, and just give them the opportunity to tell it.
We went into a little convenience store, and this was east of Sanford, maybe down near Fayetteville, very rural place. And she became very, almost emotional, because she had a son who has autism and wanted all the information she could get about the program so that she could donate to it. And we told her that the program could in fact help her family. And her first instinct was not to get help from it, but to donate to it. And it was a pretty amazing moment for Matt and for me, and I think for that young mother as well, to know that she wasn't alone, that somebody was out there trying to help families like hers.
She had a son who was autistic, and she appreciated the effort and the awareness part of it, and talking about autism and talking about supporting the families, and this is what you can do, is just don't be judgmental, don't have a little kindness. If you see somebody having a meltdown, try and be understand. That kind of thing really, it makes their lives so much easier with all the other stuff they have to deal with. So I think that was where the appreciation came in. What they probably don't understand is just kind of how on edge these families probably are. They're just keeping it together, and that just a little kindness and sympathy can absolutely change their entire day, maybe their entire week. Show kindness to a family where there's a kid melting down, or where they're struggling, or do something nice for them, and they might not be able to acknowledge you in the moment, but know that it's appreciated.
You're going to hang it right, and you're going to stay on it.
Yeah.
We're going to wait for you out here at Leslie. That's
Okay.
3.4.
I got something going on. I got a callus on my back from the pack, and it's like hitting a nerve, shooting down my leg, so that's not good. And then it's just my ankles feel like they're disintegrating. I'm glad it's over. I felt actually really good mile 20 through 23, so but you know what, it's one day at a time. Today isn't necessarily an indication of tomorrow. That sounds pessimistic, but you have to be, it's just realistic, you have to. So I know I can do it, but you just gotta gut it out. There's no magic here. It's effort and focus. Yay, I got it right. Yeah, I'll be down in like 10 to 15 minutes. I never felt like that before races either, did you? Like, yeah, I'm gonna crush this. I never had that kind of bravado or whatever.
And any time that I got close to that, I blew up in the first moment.
Oh my God, that is so true. It's like retribution for feeling. That is so true. Yeah.
Day 17.
Day 17. I thought yesterday was day 17. So I'm a little disappointed that I have to do day 17 over again.
It's like Groundhog Day 17.
Yeah. That to a certain extent, I am definitely addicted to suffering.
I think addiction, maybe it's not the best word for it. Maybe way of life is a better way. This is his way of life. Like my grandmother would say, goes at everything like killing rattlesnakes. There's no halfway doing it. He's full on or he's not going to do it. And so I think this is just an iteration of that tendency in him. And if you want to call that addiction, I think you can and not be inaccurate, but I think it's just his way of being in the world, really.
That leg was really the most ideal leg. So leaving north of Concord and heading out towards the beach, that was really the most beautiful running. So glad that Monty was part of it, for that length of time. It was 10 days, and he was always there with the chair and refreshments ready and ready to take care of me if anything went wrong. I mean, he'd drive ahead, make sure the coast was clear, and it was really, I couldn't have asked for a better partner to help out. He is kind and sympathetic and generous, and he is a very calm soul. He's an old soul. He's patient with people. He's so patient. He just has this calming kind of aura around him, and never ever, sits in judgment of anyone or has a harsh word to say. Really, it's just a great guy to be around in those kind of circumstances. And again, as an athlete, he also knows, like, we need to do this, and just, that anticipating before things even happen. He's really into where he is at that moment. And I certainly appreciate that.